like I've been
Chipped.
They really?
Yeah,
Was that an ugly rumor?
Huh?
Was that an ugly rumor that the last 3 episodes were going to be an hour?
I heard that as well. I was very shocked when it was just like a 37-minute banger. And I was like,
wow.
But dude, man, I was mad when it ended, but I loved how it ended. You know, that special theme song for the twist ending. I loved it. So,
I am loving this show way more than I thought that I would. I mean, I'm a huge Avengers fan, huge Marvel fan, but I really didn't think I was going to be blown away like this.
Yeah. Tony was like, does anybody really know who Wanda and Vision are? I mean, like, are they like real characters?
Bite your tongue.
Like, yes.
She's so cool. So cool. She totally could have beaten Thanos herself.
That's what she said.
That's the ongoing rumor. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So are we live?
Oh yeah.
On the internet.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for being here. We're going to start the show here in just a second, but obviously we've got our buddies with us. We'll introduce them during the show. But it's so great to have them back, and get ready for your questions because we'll probably have a little bit of time for some Q&A, and then we'll go ahead and get going. If you guys are ready, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
All right.
Bring it.
In today's show, we've got news about the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, if it remains open and COVID doesn't shut it down again. Native shoes for the all-new collection now available at shopdisney.com. Native shoes?
Native.
Cultural appropriation.
They're like Crocs.
Headline news, meetups, trivia, and some special guests today on the Disney Parks Podcast.
Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast with your hosts, Tony Casanova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com and Parkhopper John from WDWParkhoppers.com. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times. And get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
All right, everybody. We are so grateful for our good friends over at Destinations to Travel. They are not only our show sponsors, they're our good friends, and they are the go-to travel experts. If you are planning any type of travel, you definitely want to go to Destinations to Travel because they will not only help you save time, they'll help you save money, and they'll help you save some frustration, and they won't cost you a dime. So definitely check them out. And tonight we've got two of the best joining us once again, Christy and Heidi. I'll let them introduce themselves in just a second. We're so grateful to have them back. Ladies, thank you so much. Well, why don't we start? Who did I start with last time? Let's start with Heidi last time.
I think so.
Okay, Christy, why don't you start and introduce yourself and give everybody a little bit about who you is.
Awesome. Hey, gang. It's Christy Gruby from Destinations to Travel. Been doing the travel agent thing for a couple years now. Mom of 2, 3 including my dog, 4 including my husband. Just living the dream, people. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Sweet. Heidi?
Heidi Estep. Been doing this about 2 years too, just a little less than Christy. Mom of 3, and Disney is my jam. Love it.
Wow. What do you guys start having kids when you were like 6? Because the best thing about having, well, not the best thing, but one of the cool things about having you on is we never get to do this version of the show. So I get to do like my, Brady family, like.
It's a story.
I'm sorry. That's weird. All right, Tony. Why don't
it's like a bad version of WandaVision.
Yes, except we don't have no hexagrams, and I don't turn into Vision. Yeah, dadgummit.
So, and I don't turn into Wanda.
Darn it! Why don't you get us started, Tony?
With what are we gonna talk about?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, Heidi and Christy, let's start with. We heard that the 2022 rates are now available. So that means they're taking reservations for 2022?
Truth. This
Wow.
is unprecedented too, actually.
Yeah.
They typically don't release it this early. So we were pretty geeked to be
Yeah.
able to start booking 2022 this early in 2021. Which,
So they
I mean,
must-
there's still a lot of people that are nervous about 2021 travel. So
Yeah.
for us, it's great to be able to lay in some trips for next year.
Right. So how do the rates, do we know, like, are they up a little bit? Are they down a little? Like, do we have any kind of comparison? I know Disney doesn't.
Surprisingly, a little lower. At least some of the stuff that I've been seeing, it's a little bit lower, which has been
Wow.
nice.
Wow.
The bummer, I guess, is we're still missing some of those resorts that haven't reopened yet. People are hoping to see Port Orleans opening back up, but we haven't gotten a date for that yet. So that's kind of the downside, but we're seeing great rates. We're able to book into early July right now. We're on that kind of rolling 490-day thing. So it's a good time to book. Lock in these 2021 rates for 2022 and
Right.
get something on the books. Have a countdown.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I guess that, yes, because somebody had emailed us a question wanting to know when Port Orleans, if it was going to open this year or not. And I don't think
We all want to know.
yeah.
I know.
I can't imagine it won't. But I mean, we haven't heard any. I mean, there's not even any rumors yet as to when we're going to get a date
Yeah.
for that. But I think that's the one. Port Orleans, French Quarter. That's the two that every day somebody's asking, hey, I'd really love to stay there. When are we going to see that one? So that's on everybody's minds for sure.
Yeah. And I'm surprised it hasn't, because I consider that the kind of the overflow for the Magic Kingdom resorts, because it's the next closest thing to the Magic Kingdom. So I always consider that like the Grand Flow, the Poly, the Contemporary Fill. Let's go to the next closest thing, which is Port Orleans. So
It's so popular. So
Yeah.
popular.
Well,
People, I mean,
and
it's a
French
beloved
Quarter.
resort.
yeah,
The French Quarter is really nice too because it's smaller and that has it has that appeal and it appeals to smaller families like family of 4 and less. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
plus
sure.
we've got beignets, and that's always a plus.
I know.
right.
Not gonna turn away a Binion.
And I'm also surprised that they haven't mentioned anything because of the 50th. I would assume that since the 50th is going to run for 18 months, that they would try to have at least almost all the resorts open and available for that event.
Right.
Maybe they're just going to wait till October and then start opening up more of them.
Yeah.
Hope so.
They announced some of the things that we'll talk about for the 50th, but anything special package-wise, rate-wise? I know for the Contemporary, the Poly, and the Grand Floridian, I think most of those rooms are gone. I tried looking. Maybe you guys have better access than I do, but I tried looking, and there was like nothing. You couldn't.
October 1st. It's
Yeah.
jacked up.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you look at the park availability. October 1st, it's bright yellow at this
Right.
point for Magic Kingdom.
Right. Probably like throbbing yell. Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
I know.
And it's funny because I said, oh, well, let's see what other rooms they have available. And the Riviera came up, but it was $1,700 for October 1st. I'm like, yeah,
And that's not in your budget, Tony?
I said, yeah, I don't think so. I have a house here in Florida. I think I can stay there.
Yeah. I'm thinking about opening up my spare room.
Yeah.
Those kind of.
Yep.
You know what? I
Put a
have
little
two,
mint on the pillow?
I have 2 rooms. I think I may open them up. I bet I can Airbnb them pretty quickly.
$1,700. I'll wash your sheets every day, and not only I'll cook your breakfast and leave it for you.
All right.
Whatever
There
it
you
takes,
go.
I'll do it.
I got one
I'm
taker.
on my way.
Unless we've got dogs you can play with, so there's a plus.
Yeah. All right. So they didn't announce any kind of special. Do we think they'll announce like some kind of special travel packages for
I
maybe
feel
the
like we're
rest
gonna
of the
see
year?
some promos.
Yeah.
I feel like we're going to see some good promotions coming out for 2021 for sure,
Yeah.
and for 2022 also.
Okay.
We've got some money to recoup here. I think they're
Yeah.
going to
Yeah.
want people in and want them excited.
Right.
It feels like they're giving us a little teaser for the 50th too. They're like, we're just going to entice you a little bit. We're putting gold bunting on the Magic Kingdom. We're putting up a beautiful crest, and then each of the like the main staples of each of the parks is going to have some special lighting and things like that. It's just like, okay, tell me more,
Right. Yeah.
What else are you going to do? So I think you're right.
Oh, it was definitely a teaser.
Yeah.
It was definitely a teaser.
Sure.
All right, so we know Magical Express is going way of the dodo. Has Disney given any replacement? Like, hey, since we're getting rid of that, you can do this or you can get that. Have they provided any replacement yet for that?
That's kind of been left up to the agencies. I mean, I know what Shannon and Troy and Stacy, or our fearless leaders, are working tirelessly to create some affiliates and have some great partners for us to use as resources for travel options. But as far as things coming directly from Disney, not really.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Do you guys have any recommendations for that right now, or what are you guys telling your clients? Just get in a cab and get here?
Yeah.
Call
Utilize
Uber,
that
damn
Lyft
it.
Right. Lyft and Uber. But then you have some people who are not big fans. So again, like companies like Mears and things like that may be more appealing to them. It just depends on the guests, and what their level of comfort is. But it really hurts.
Yeah. I think I should go buy a party bus and start running my own trips to Disney.
There you go.
Airbnb.
Yeah,
And
Airbnb and a party bus.
Your resort.
There you go.
Uncle T and the party bus.
That's not shady at all.
Party bus here.
Oh my God.
Hey, kittens. Kittens and candy kids.
Yeah. I do have a Buzz. I can wear my Buzz outfit as I drive around.
Again, not creepy at all.
No, not at all.
You digging.
Wear my Buzz gloves and my Buzz ears. Oh gosh. All right. Is there anything new with the cruise lines? I think they said that the Star Wars cruise is coming back, or the Monorail cruise is coming back, right?
Yeah,
So there's some kind of hope there, I guess.
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, we also got word that they're going to open up again the travel agent online booking, and they're modifying that a little bit. So it sounds like they're kind of getting that a little sexier for us. So that's a good sign too, that behind the scenes they're tweaking some stuff. So hope is alive.
Yeah.
I know. Little by little.
Yeah, I heard a rumor that the CDC was gearing up for something in October. I know when they were thinking about the cruise lines opening, they had like this 2-part test that each cruise line would have to go through. And I've heard now that might possibly be happening in October, a revamped version of the cruise line test. So I don't know if that's true.
October doesn't feel good. I was kind of hoping for a May.
Well,
And Heidi, don't you have a cruise coming up?
I do. It was rescheduled from September 2020, to May. We'll see.
This May or next May?
This May.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
In theory.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was thinking if they start in October, that's like hurricane season. Who wants to start taking a cruise in the middle of hurricane season?
Not to take anything away from the Disney Cruise Line. Are you guys hearing any chatter about other cruise lines? Because I know I just got a letter from Carnival stating that they're not doing anything through October 31st. Is that just an outlier, or is that something that's going to more
I
cruise
haven't
lines?
heard. Royal Caribbean isn't canceling out that far yet. Anyway, Alaska. I mean, it depends on the destination too. Like the Alaskan cruises, they've pretty much just said, "Sorry, you're not going anytime soon." But I haven't heard anything way out yet.
Right.
Still hoping.
I know.
What are you guys hearing as far, Heidi, maybe you can speak to this. Are you hearing anything about any projected availability times for the new Star Wars hotel? Because I know that's going to be coming online here.
Christy, you'll have to help me with that one too, because I don't off the top of my head. I know we had some pictures that were shared. Gosh, it was
That's
maybe
like
a month or so ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Not anything weight-wise, though,
Not
but
concrete.
it's starting to look more real.
Right.
Right.
For
Yeah,
sure.
the entrance is paved. The porte cochere is paved. I drove past there the other day, and from the outside, if you didn't know that was supposed to be a Star Wars cruise ship, it looks like a prison. It's just concrete blocks with these very little windows. It's not painted right now. I don't know if it's going to get painted. Does it need to get painted? I don't know. But it just looks like a prison when you drive by it. And now that they have the road that you really go past it, I'm like, oh, this is fantastic. Oh, that really looks like a horrible, ugly building.
Prison, school.
Yeah, coming in 2022, the Sarlacc Pit experience.
Yeah.
Join as he worms his way out of the Sarlacc Pit.
Right. Yeah.
That's kind of gross.
And it doesn't look like there's very many rooms. It looks extremely small. I mean,
Well, it's such a niche. I mean, it's so.
I'm going to say maybe 100,
Very
150.
specific.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Well,
it looks
and you
like.
think about it.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I don't know. You think about like how themed it is and how very, like you said, very specific. So you're trying to give people an authentic experience. You can't open to the masses. You probably want it to be as personalized as possible. I don't know. That's my thought. But
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
for all
are
that
you
money,
guys-
it's got to be.
right? Yeah, it better be personalized for that much.
For
Are you
that
guys
money.
seeing? Are you guys seeing more people booking? I mean, I'm not trying to get into your specific businesses, but are you seeing more people booking now, or are people still kind of timid when it comes to booking vacations 2, 5, 10, 12 months out?
I've had more people, I don't know about you, Christy, I've had more people jump in for really quick turnaround trips. March is going to be busy because of, just with that, what I've seen with my clients and things like that. But yeah, I feel like people are getting ready, like they're anxious to travel. So
We flipped the calendar and people got excited, almost like that was the magic bullet was getting out of 2020. It was a definite uptick, and it was such a welcome relief to see people excited about getting out there again.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. And I'm sure it's kind of like spur of the moment. Like, oh my God, wait a minute. Let's go away for the weekend. Let's go to Disney.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, our time, I mean, as a mom, my kids are still on remote learning, which is awesome. But I mean, you're looking at this, how much longer do I have this kind of flexibility with my kids' school schedules? I mean, that time is fleeting. We're almost back to being back in school with a regular calendar. So let's do it big this year. Let's do it while we can, and maybe limited capacity. We won't see as many folks. We won't be able to elbow during spring break. How many times can you have that? It's a great time to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
So we've been focusing a lot on property resorts. What's the situation off property? Do you guys handle any of that kind of stuff?
We don't talk about that. No.
Well, I have in the
Which
show.
is off properties?
I was
You?
the only one who couldn't afford to stay at a Disney resort for the last 10 years. Okay, fine, I'll take it. I'm just kidding.
I know they added 4 more hotels over on Western Drive. We spoke about this last week to their Disney collection of hotels. And I think the Swan Reserve, that's
swanky and nice looking.
Yeah, the swanky building is coming online soon. I think they're taking reservations starting September 1st. The mystery one, because I called them this weekend, was the JW Marriott over on Bonnet Creek, and nobody answered the phone, so I don't even think they're open.
They're too busy for you.
No, they're never. I mean, I was like, oh, let me go check out some of the restaurants or, go check out the building. But I couldn't get anybody to answer the phone. I'm like, well, if you're not going to answer the phone, I'm assuming you're not open.
Or they're busy laying mints on the pillow.
Yeah, yeah. The two
That
people
too.
that are there.
Rolling out the red carpet.
I
Yeah.
have to change the sheets and lay the chocolates on the pillow. I cannot answer this.
All right, we have a question in the chat room. Sam is asking, normally he books the week before Thanksgiving week because it's slow time. Will it be slow this year because of the 50th? What do you ladies think? I have my thoughts.
Personally, I
Yeah.
kind of think with them saying it's going to be, a celebration that is 18 months long, it begins on the 1st. I kind of think, and given the fact that some people have waited to travel, I don't know. I think you're going to see people. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, that's mine
well,
too.
The capacities are going to be, we're going to loosen up on some of those restrictions too. I think holidays are going to feel a little more like traditional holidays. And crowds are going to be coming back, which is good news. I mean, we want Disney to succeed. We want to succeed. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't agree with Mr. Chapek's thoughts of that we're going to be wearing masks until 2022, but that's okay. He's not the CDC yet, so we have time to change his mind and his thought. Another question in the chat is, what is up with the fast passes? Are they a thing of the past, or do we think they're going to come back?
I actually think they're coming back. I think right now they're just making the most of those cues as far as, keeping it open for social distancing, keeping it open for, sorry, your ride was screwed up, go through this line. I mean, they're just kind of utilizing that space for crowd flow right now, but they'll be back.
Right.
They may not look exactly the same. Hopefully they tweak that system a bit, but I think they'll totally be back.
Yeah.
I'd love to see more virtual queues personally, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I think, because I think it's Hong Kong. I think it's Hong Kong, right? Is it Hong Kong or Paris? One of the two. They're doing all virtual queues, and I think it's going to stick there permanently. But I see possibly something like Max Pass coming to Disney World. You'll have to pay for it. You can only do it when you're in the park. You can't do it 390 days in advance of your trip. And I think that will take some of the pressure off the queue lines and the pent up frustration that people are like, I got all these passes, I gotta use them.
Right.
And some of the crazy stuff that happens with their fast passes. So I think they'll come back, but I think it's going to be a Max Pass. I think we're going to wind up paying for it. I mean,
Agreed.
Universal does it. I mean, you stay at a hotel, you get their, a lead pass, and if you want,
and you feel like a rock star with that thing.
Yeah, and if you're not staying, well, you're gonna have to pay.
Yeah.
So, I think that'll come back, but it'll be a pay system. So
It'll look different. Yeah.
Yeah, put some more money aside in your Disney piggy banks.
Yeah.
Because,
Save your shekel, kids.
Yeah, because if I know them, it'll be like, well, it's, $100 for one park. If you want to do all four parks, it's like $500, listen, I'm just throwing those numbers out. Those aren't real, but I can see Disney doing something. It's, per park. They're not just going to give you a blanket, here's your ticket, just go wherever you want to go. Yeah.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. I was going to say it would be nice to have a little perk to add to the on-property appeal. Besides location and all that, it'd be good to have something. Sorry, you were going to say.
No, you're fine. No, you're fine. I was just going to say that the one time that Disney listens to us and they're like, $100 for one park, $500 for full park.
Genius.
Brilliant, Mr. Casanova. You're hired. Come join our pricing team.
Fast passes.
You killed 1,000 trees with all the letters you sent, but this is a good idea.
All right, so they're also asking, so if they're planning a vacation in January of 2022, what's the best advice what's the best advice for lines with a husband who hates waiting in crowds? I know the answer to this, too. Go ahead, Mr. Donahue.
I know.
A lounge.
The opinions of Park Hopper John do not represent those of Disney Parks Podcast nor Destinations to Travel. Don't bring your husband. Or
go ahead.
Get him a lot of booze.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say this. I would, and you ladies can chime in too. And maybe have a better solution, but I say VIP tour. Then, if your husband hates lines, you can take up to 10 people, split the cost. If you're going with a large group of your family or friends or whatever, just do a VIP tour, and you could set it up ahead of time. Obviously, if they're back, I think they are, and you can say, I want to go to this, and this, and that's the list, and then you're done. So.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, Heidi, Christy.
Yeah. Oh, I think you're
Pay
spot
attention
on.
to crowd calendars too.
Yeah.
I mean, we love Dad's Guide, and they've got, it's not scientific, but it's based on legit historical crowd data.
Yeah.
So look to those crowd calendars. Be flexible with your timing of your trip, and find a week that looks less crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, and
summer's
seriously,
not good.
remember that you don't have to always go to the parks. I mean, they're limiting the hours that the parks are open anyway, so there's a ton of places to go hang out in the resort or Disney Springs, or God forbid you go off property. But I mean, there's tons of places things to do near Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
You can go slightly off property and go to the Four Seasons and go to Ravello, and they've got a couple of great bars there you can go hang out at. So.
Yeah.
Anything is possible, kids.
Yeah, and for the right amount of money, you can
Same
buy the the spa and pool package at the Four Seasons and hang out there.
Nice.
Hey, you could make that happen. Kids.
So Deborah's asking where to find crowd counters. Christy, you mentioned Dad's Guide. Is Dad's Guide?
Dad's Guide. Yep.
Yeah.
Dad's Guide to. Let me see if I can even.
Walt Disney World.
Yeah. I would also
Google Dad's Guide 2021 crowd calendars, and it'll pop up for you.
Yeah. Is that a paid service, Christy, or is that free?
No, free.
Free.
It's
Okay.
especially if you dig WDW magazine, they're affiliated with them, so lots of good information from them on there too. Free stuff. Crowd calendars are absolutely free. I use them for booking my own trips and my guest trips. I love them.
Right. That's good.
Awesome.
If you want to pay for a service, you can reach out to me. I'll tell you which one you can pay for. All right, so Sam is also asking, let's see, if you all plan to get there, wait, where'd it go? 30, where did you go, Sam? Let's see, if you plan to get there 30 minutes before the park open, you can avoid the lines for 1 hour more, and then you'll have relaxing. That's true. I mean, it's kind of sad that they took the magic hour and made it magic 30 minutes. So that is more of a mad dash at rope drop. I mean, you're going to have to get there a little bit ahead of time. You're going to want to be close to the front. And then obviously there's no running, so you're going to have to walk very, very quickly to your destination of choice.
That's right.
At the pool.
Like every marathon I've ever done.
Let's see. Sam is asking also if they offer any after-hour experiences. You can buy those instead of park missions, and I agree, 10,000%. I think now is the perfect time for these after-dark events where they can really limit how many people are going in the park. Now, I get the problem of you want to sanitize the park, but just do it at a later hour, even if it was, from 6 o'clock till 9 o'clock. That's 3 hours. You could do a lot of damage in any one of the parks in 3 hours when there's only like 1,500 people.
For sure.
I mean, I've been on to all of the events except for the Animal Kingdom, and I was able to do everything in the Magic Kingdom in one night, with the time they allotted us, or the studios. And sometimes it's more than once, if there's nobody there. The ride guy goes, "Do you want to ride again?" You're like, yeah. So, yeah.
You're paying that plan.
Yeah. Well, it's a ticketed event, too. You've got your head count right there.
Yeah.
Easy to manage.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Why are we in charge?
Yep.
The story. Although we might not want Tony in charge because it'll be Buzz Lightyear all the time.
Whoa, that price gouging? What was that? Jeez.
Is there a problem with that?
Prices, and every restaurant will be Italian based.
Hey, come on.
Hey.
It's the spicy meatball. It's a spicy meatball. Let's while we have the ladies on, let's just talk about where is the stuff for the 50th, because that's, I think people want to, well, you probably all heard it and read it by now.
While you're looking that up, there's one more question in the chat room. During this pandemic time, are they offering any behind the scenes tours, or are they all canceled or postponed for now?
VIPs I have resumed.
Yeah.
But a lot of the smaller ones have not. Like my daughter's a horticulture geek. She wants to do behind the seeds, and gosh darn it, we can't get behind the seeds.
Yeah.
So we're still waiting on a lot of that stuff to come back.
Yeah. Well, you can come to my house and I'll walk you around by the water preservation, and I can point out a few of my favorite plants. Maybe a snake will come out.
$25.
I'll do it for $10. You know,
I'll take you backstage if you don't mind getting arrested.
That's right. But my tours come with waters and margaritas for the parents, so there's a plus.
Yeah, that's a winner.
Yep.
All right, so this was Disney's big announcement this past week, was that they're going to do, obviously, 50th anniversary here in Florida. It's beginning October 1st, and you can't get a Magic Kingdom ticket. Those are gone. So maybe the 2nd is a better day for you. The milestone is, 50 years in the making, as they're calling it, and the new word that Disney is calling it, iridescent. I love their marketing team. I love it.
Somebody in that think tank is pumped.
Yeah. It took a pandemic for them to come up with iridescent.
We're all sitting
Somebody's
around.
mom is really proud.
You've been off work for 7 months. Give me your best.
Right.
Iridescent.
Yeah. So their Disney teams have been creating all sorts of new decorations that will shimmer and sparkle all day and into the night. As part of the celebration, Cinderella Castle Magic Kingdom Park will add to its royal makeover from last year. As you can see, the new artist rendering. Yeah, we can. The castle will now feature gold bunting and a 50th anniversary crest slammed right in the middle. They did this for all the anniversaries. It's always a number up there, 25, 50, 45, whatever the number is. The castle
Not a big cake this time.
Yeah. The castle will add even more magic at night, joined by icons at each of the other theme parks as they transform into beacons of magic. Another great word. You can see all that. The pixie dust in Cinderella's castle, magic fireflies inhabiting the Tree of Life. At the Animal Kingdom, special new touches coming to the Hollywood Tower of Terror at Disney's Hollywood Studios. And at Epcot, the new light will shine across the reflective panels of Spaceship Earth, connecting to one another and reassembling in stars in a nighttime sky. This will be permanent lighting and will continue the world's most magical celebration.
Finally.
Well, I was hoping for a projection show, but I guess let's start with lights and work our way up to projection.
I love how they're like, fireflies here, pixie dust here. Oh, yeah, and we'll figure out something for Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Well, they do a great projection at Christmas, and that's all they really probably need to do for the, the anniversary, just project, something gold bunting on it. Mickey and Minnie are now wearing their iridescent wardrobe, which I think is great. The sad part is, is we can't get a picture with them. We're going to have to take a picture from, 40 feet away, which is really, I mean, yeah.
But they're going to look stylish in that.
Yeah. They're going to look amazing.
One of the favorite pictures I have is me and Mickey and Minnie in their birthday outfit. And now,
I love it.
I'm like,
And the birthday suits?
Yeah, in their birthday suits.
The hell have you done with my show? That's not the
Have
kind
you
of
seen Mickey in his birthday suit?
A different kind of party.
The feelings and thoughts in this podcast were not right then, and they're not right now.
You know, Mickey's got an OnlyFans page.
Oh God! Can we not talk about that?
Oh God. That's probably bad. No, but no, I think I think what they're doing is great. You know, what was it, a year or a half ago? You know, we were gonna get 50 new things for the 50th, and now we're lucky we're gonna get 5 new things at all. So, you know, the whole package of things that we were going to get is not, you know, the same anymore. And they really talk about the things that we are going to get.
They're counting each firefly. Don't panic.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, each bunting, each tree they decorate is now included. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, because you know, we're not going to get Tron. You know, I hope we get the train back at the Magic Kingdom. That would be a nice start. You know.
Me too.
Well, open up the Ratatouille adventure for the love of God. Open it up already.
Yeah. I have a feeling that'll be open for spring break. If I was going to guess, I think March. I think March that'll drop. I know Shannon and some other people I spoke to have not officially gotten their invitation, but I think it's going to be coming soon for that.
Yeah, Heidi and I are waiting for ours too.
Yes. Wish I could say that with a straight face.
Don't feel bad, ladies. We've been doing this for a decade, and we don't get those.
It's probably my OnlyFans comments that probably gets us in that trouble.
Probably. Because I know they can't hear the Patreon shows, so you can't do that.
Yeah. We don't know unless one of them is an employee.
Oh, my God. Oh,
Which
crap.
would be funny.
That's funny.
Let's see. During the pandemic time, are they offering any? You said that one, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did like the 25th birthday cake on the castle. Sorry. I know everybody hated it. I liked it.
That makes one of us.
I have the snow globe. I have a figurine. I got a shirt. I got a bunch of stuff in that. I hope they do some cool stuff like that too. Maybe some iridescent ears for us.
I want ears.
Yeah. Yeah, some nice 50th anniversary ears.
We might can make that happen.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, is there anything else that we're missing that we haven't asked that you guys, any hidden travel stuff that we haven't asked about coming down the pipe that we don't know about that you're allowed to share without getting fired?
or put in Disney prison because of us?
We love Shannon and we don't want you guys get in trouble.
No
Yeah,
ears.
we're waiting for some big news to drop too. I mean, they're pretty tight-lipped over there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to hear about dining. We will see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. Dining plans? Any future of dining plans?
You know, it's funny in the travel agent world today, or the last couple of days, the system has been glitching a bit, where you're going in to make a client's booking their reservation, their package, and dining will show up as an option, and then you're like, oh my gosh, and then it's not working. But typically a glitch can be a good sign. I'm hopeful that we'll get some dining back this year.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I would assume.
Or maybe it's garage.
Yeah, I would assume the restaurants have to be at a little bit more than 50%, and some more of them have to open up. I mean, like Flying Fish is still closed. Artist Point is still closed.
Yeah. I heard somebody say that they saw social distancing markers being put down or had been put down in Cape May.
Oh,
so
good.
maybe we'll see Cape May open up soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully behind the scenes, some things are starting to get moving.
Yeah. I think the only thing that's open at the boardwalk is the DVC portion, not the regular rooms.
Right.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. And is that the same at Beach Club? It's only the
Beach
DVC?
Club is
Or is it
Yeah,
open?
Beach Club. They're opening
Beach Club is
a
open.
little later.
Oh, they open in August.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So that's good news.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will tell you, right now it's hard to get a reservation on the weekend. Saturday and Sunday at any Disney dining place is like near to impossible. And it might be harder for me because right now I have no pass or no ticket. So they're like, yeah, screw you, Mr. Casanova. You're at the bottom of our list. We have resort guests and pass holders that are more important to us right now.
Yes.
That's the way I
It's tough
feel.
for us, even at that 60-day mark, booking
Yeah.
it for guests. I mean, there's a lot of those must-have places that, I mean, we feel like jerks trying to make dining reservations for our guests 60 days in advance, and
Yeah.
some days we have to go back and tell them we couldn't get it. That's stinky.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah. Well, it's not something that's in your control. I mean, everything's a mess.
But
I
it
mean,
hurts the gold, John. It hurts us.
It does.
I understand that. I understand that. We were talking about in a previous show that this. I don't really know how much you could speak to it, but we were talking about the park hopping option that came back. They said, okay, so you get your park hopper ticket, and you're not able to hop until 2 p.m. when the park availabilities come open. And then, I said, well, what if there's no parks available? And Tony's like, well, they're going to say there's probably one park, maybe two. It might not be the park you want to go to, probably Animal Kingdom or whatever. So I'm like, okay, so let's say that it's a maximum day and there's no park hopping park available. And he said, and I'm pretty sure he's accurate, that Disney won't give you a refund on that. You're pretty much stuck with that park hopper, and there's nothing you can do about it. They can't guarantee a park hopper.
You're hopping other days. I mean, if you've had a bad day and you're not able to get into another park, I can't see them refunding it. But like last year during COVID, obviously we weren't park hopping. They were super cool about, refunding it. So I think if you're at a total loss all week, I think guest services would work with you. But I think a bad day, you chalk it up to a bad day.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Wow.
It's a risk you take, I guess, would be the best way to.
Yeah. That's why you have to look at that park reservation calendar
Yeah.
For sure.
before you purchase the park hopping ticket.
From where again?
DisneyWorld.com/park calendar, I think it's called.
Park availability or park
Yeah.
calendar. Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
And don't ask me why I have that memorized.
Oh, I think we all know why you have that memory. Nerd. And okay, so is there any other? Do we have any other questions? We have no other chat room questions.
Let's see. There's no. Yeah.
Make sure
They're
that
saying there's even a number you can call to check that on that day.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
To the one cast member that is working from home answering that phone.
Who is cleaning and putting chocolate on pillows.
Back the Magic Kingdom.
Is there anything open at Magic Kingdom?
Part-time gigs at the JW Marriott.
Excuse me, is that a toilet flushing I hear? Are you cleaning the Magic Kingdom bathrooms and answering the phone?
Yes.
And feeding your dog.
Yeah, and feeding your dog.
Right.
The chat room is asking if buffets will ever come back. I think they will. I think they might. Phase one of that will be somebody serving you the food from behind the line. Because some restaurants around Orlando are doing that type of version of buffet. And then maybe
I really like family style.
Yeah. Or the other thing is family style, or hopefully, maybe by the end of 2029, buffets might come back.
I like some of these menu changes they've made too, though. Like over at Crystal Palace, where we've gotten rid of the buffet and we've reintroduced the menu, but tweaked it. Hollywood and Vine. I think the menus have a huge improvement over what they were serving on the buffet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
Hollywood and
okay.
Vine food selection for the buffet was not my favorite.
No,
Right.
but this menu sounds really good. I mean, I'm willing to give it a try again after we've kind of
Yeah.
bypassed it for so many years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chef
Agreed.
Mickey's was good. We tried that one out, but it
Mm.
was tasty for breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and that was another one that kind of needed a facelift. I'm for it.
Yeah.
Are they still slinging napkins, or they stopped that for COVID?
We didn't sling napkins.
Only if you sneeze into it do you get to swing it around.
Gross. It was gross then, and it's grosser now.
Yeah. Because I think, the last time we were at Ravello's, John, for the breakfast, they told us not to wave or flash any napkins.
No. There's no napkin slinging going on at Ravello.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they have to reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might have to
Good thought.
refurbish, and remove the buffets if it's going to be something to stay. And if the Heidi, if you're saying the food is better at Chef Mickey's, because the food at Chef Mickey's was not the reason anybody went there, they went
Right.
for the characters and not the food. So if they
it was very
up
good.
the menu,
Yep.
then
Absolutely. There was some potato something or other that was quite delicious. My family really enjoyed it. And they keep bringing you things too, little yogurt parfaits. And
Oh, wow.
it was very tasty.
Can't argue with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hollywood and Vine didn't we eat?
Yeah.
What did it say? We did eat there during the holiday season. Yeah. When they do that Hollywood and Vine holiday thing, that is a ludicrous price. It is like what is it, like 75? I got the bill. I was like, oh my god! I should have looked at the
But you watched
pricing
Dishes.
before. Yeah, I took my nephew there, and I almost left him there to do dishes
Left him?
because it was ridiculous. I was like, oh,
You don't have
But
any.
now they
we don't
wear
have
those cute little seasonal outfits all the time. So you
Yeah.
can go on Wednesday in December and see cute little Christmas Mickey and not have to pay that.
yeah.
any- Right.
But
And we still have any news on holiday events yet? Like any of that kind of stuff?
No,
That was up there for quite a while. I thought I'd ask.
Yeah.
Rattled around in my head. All right.
Let's hope at least for October we get. I want to say a parade and some fireworks back. At least in the Magic Kingdom, if not anywhere
I'd
else.
like some holiday parties. Let's bring
Yeah.
back the Halloween party. Again, another limited
No.
ticket event
Yeah.
where you can kind of manage your capacity
Right.
and it makes people happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we are getting the Tree of Life Awakening back. So
Oh, I can't wait.
Tony's happy because that's the favorite part. All right. Oh, dear God.
There you go.
All right.
Uh,
So,
I was hoping
Go
for Paint the Night was going to come here, and now I don't think we're going to get that.
I don't think that's happening.
Yeah.
Ever. I don't think it's going to happen at all. All right. So, as we kind of come to the tail end of this here, ladies, why don't you share with us how we can get in touch with you in case somebody would like to book some travel in 2021 or 22? Heidi, we'll go ahead and start with you since let's Heidi go ahead and get started.
So my email, which is there on the screen, Heidi Estep, HEIDIESTEP at d2travel.com is a great way. I'm trying to think. I also have my Destinations to Travel with Heidi Estep page, and you can message me through that. But yeah, I try to keep close tabs on those because, people want to travel, want to get
That's
them
right.
booked. So
Christy, how about you?
It's Christy Gruby at d2travel.com. Again, and on your little screen, CHRISTIEGRUBE at d2travel.com. Heidi and I both have private Facebook groups too for our Disney loving travel friends. I'm Main Street Magic, so just Google, go into Facebook and search Main Street Magic and groups. Hopefully, I pop up. Maybe.
Right.
Heidi,
Right.
yours is away.
just a Disney dream away. Yep. I had to think for a second.
Well.
I'm tired, y'all.
That never happens to me. I mean, I've never called this show another show. or vice versa. I mean, seriously, that never happens. And when you're running as many podcasts as I'm running, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Where am I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So unless I know what day it is and what time it is, I have no idea what's going on. So that's excellent. We want to say thank you so much to both of you. We appreciate your time. We appreciate you coming on and bringing your expertise and being as prepared as you are. You're definitely doing a service to not only the company but to Shannon, and you're representing yourself well. And we're so grateful to be partnered with you and all the travel agents that we're partnered with. And we just think you're awesome. And we just want to say thank you so much for everything you do.
Yeah,
for
there
the
are
show.
2 other great agents that are now contributing to our blog, so you can go see their content over at the blog as well.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. And last but not least, go to DisneyParksPodcast.com/travel. Quick form you fill out, and then somebody from Destinations to Travel will get in touch with you, and maybe get you a trip, maybe get you down here, maybe get you down here for a meetup.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
We have meetup. Yeah. So what do you want to do, buddy? You want to? It's kind of late in the night. You want to?
Let's just wrap it up.
All right. I can do that. Hey, before we wrap it up, though, why don't you tell everybody about our meetup since we're going to be doing some meetups? You want to tell everybody when we're going to get together?
Sure. Not this week. Next week, March 6th.
Yeah.
March 6th, Geyser Point at Wilderness Lodge. We're going to watch the electrical water pageant. I have not seen it in probably a year now.
So fun.
And it's starting up again, so let's go see it. I would tell the security guy that you're going for dinner. That's probably the best way, since that resort is still closed.
Yes.
May 29th, we are going to see an AMC movie at the AMC Theater at Disney Springs. It's going to be for 20 people. I will tell you more ticketing and the movie, but that will be on us. We're going to get a private theater, and we'll book a movie and just go have some shenanigans. It should be very fun sitting in a giant movie theater with just 20 people.
We're doing that this weekend. Some friends of ours are their anniversary is
yeah?
is this weekend, so they've rented out the theater. They're going to see. They met on the stage of Indiana Jones stunt show. We're watching Raiders of the Ark. So
Wow.
Oh, how cool.
that'll be great.
Is it AMC or is it over in your neck? It's AMC?
Yeah.
So let us know how that goes, because that'll be
We'll do.
good reconnaissance. August 7th, we are going to Ravello's at the Four Seasons for their character breakfast. So come join us for that. It's a very popular event. And we do have to kind of limit it because of the pandemic, unfortunately. We can't have like our normal 20, 30 people at the table. I'm sure they'll probably kill me or throw me out.
Crown on that a bit.
Yeah. And then December 11th, mark your calendars, we're doing our annual Monorail Crawl. So we usually start at the Contemporary, then go to the Poly, then go to the Grand Floridian, and then, go back to the Contemporary and go home. So
we'll figure something out this year.
Well, there should be Christmas trees. I hope there'll be a monorail platform at the Poly so we can get out safely. That'll be nice.
Pleasant. It's a long way down, so
Otherwise, the first step will be a doozy, and that'll be that.
Hawaiian roller coaster.
It'll be in the first time in forever I drop off the monorail.
Hey.
And the last time.
Yeah. First and last stop at the Poly. So check us out for that. If you can, mark your calendars. I think we have it posted up on our Facebook. You can go check it out there, and come hang out with us.
Yeah, ladies,
we're
let us
masked
know
up.
if you you guys are coming down. We'd love to have you join us for that.
Yeah,
everybody, come hang out. All right, so we want to thank again Heidi and Christy for joining us. If you have any questions, you can reach out to them. You can always go to DisneyParksPodcast.com /travel if you have any questions after tonight. If you're not doing anything on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern time, you can join us at Facebook.com /DisneyParksPodcast. And you can always find us on Instagram and YouTube at Disney Parks Podcast as well. And if you love the show, you want to support what we do here, go to patreon.com /Disney Parks Podcast. We do 3 separate, different, awesome shows each week for some extra content. There's also a level of support where you get the 3 shows and you get these really killer Disney by the Numbers T-shirt club shirts. And if you pay a year in advance, you get 10% savings on that. That's something that Patreon's added. And we still have the Level Up program going, so you can get yourself a hand-stitched Pixar hat as well. Anything else that I'm missing, Uncle T?
Nope, that's it.
All right, kids. So if we don't see you online, we'll see you in the parks.
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.